Welcome back to Scottish Movies, and we're out on a hunt today. It's Monday. I've got a week off, and I'm now in the town of Wythenshawe. I'm going to be visiting CEX. I've got a load of stuff to trade in, as per usual. And I think there's also an Asda here and a couple of charity shops. So, yeah, we'll get going. See you in a bit. And first stop of the day is going to be CEX. See if we've got anything. Okay, so I've traded my stuff in and I'm looking at the shelves. So first thing I'm seeing, we've got the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. This is an older Blu-ray. I showed that on an indicator label. I own over all three of them, great movies. We've got Bruce Campbell in the Army of Darkness. Yeah, I do need to pick up the Evil Dead movies. Not shown any of them on Blu-ray. See anything else there? What's that? Black Sails. Got that on DVD. I've not watched it yet. Looking down there, we've got some Batwoman there, Blade, another Batman. Breakfast Club. And what's this? We've got the Conjuring 7 movie set. Not seen any. Well, I think the only one of these I've seen is one of the Annabelle films. That's it. Yeah, nothing really down there. So moving along a bit. We've got, what's that? We've got The Evil Dead from 2013. I really enjoyed this movie. That's me in the morning. Got some fantastic beasts there. We've got a Friends box set, 20 quid now. That's a good price. What's that? A Godfather trilogy. So with a booklet, 12 quid. That's pretty cool. Probably a good Godfather fan. Some Harry Potter there. And down here we've got some Jurassic Park, Lethal Weapon there. This we've got Jaws 2. This is a pretty good Jaws sequel. Enjoyed Jaws 2. The rest aren't really worth bothering with, but yeah, Jaws 2 is pretty good. And we're looking at up here, what have we got? Is that Porky's there? Oh, check that out. Oh, we've got Night of the Living Dead here, Criterion. Yeah, that might be a possible pickup. I did hire that up on the website. What's this one? Narrow release here. What's that? The right. I don't know what that says. Not seen that before. Got like a Kubrick collection down there, and we've got one of these VHS box sets of Top Gun, 15 quid. So that's obviously cashing in on Maverick. I'm sure it's not normally that expensive. Anything else? No. So we're only Spinados now, see if they've got anything. They've got a deal here of 8. Is that 8 for £1? Lucky if you'd find 8 in here. There's pretty generic stuff. What's this we've found? Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. And that's supposed to be a good movie. An 80s film I've not seen. Need to get onto that one. What's this one? Martin Kemp, Daydream Believer. There's Spandau Ballet there. Can we see anything else? There's not a lot. There's a lot of generic stuff in here, to be fair. I don't think I can find 3. Never mind 8. What's this? Max and Paddy workout video. Might be a laugh. Don't own that one. We've got a VHS here. We've got, what is it? Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. That's cool. I've never seen that movie actually. I think it was a quid. Well, it's a rare VHS to find. And we're going to go and check out Asda now. Let's see if they've got anything in there. Going over to new releases here. I think these are the DVDs. We've got a release here from, I think this was last week, League of Super Pets. Saw that in the cinema with my daughter. It's a fun film. Enjoy that one. What else we got here? Black Phone. I do want to check that one out. I've not seen the Black Phone. And we've got a new series, the complete 8 series of The Flash. I do need to catch up on that. I think I'm only seen about 4 or 5 series of it. I'm well behind. But I do enjoy The Flash, it's a good series. Just scrolling down here, got a bit of wrestling there, Austin 316, SummerSlam. We've got a few Disney titles at the bottom there. And we've still got these Batman movies, and is it 2 for 8 or something? Or 2 for 10, I'm not sure. Can't read. 2 for 12. And over to the Blu-rays here, and I spotted here Thor Love and Thunder in one of these slim cases. That come out the other week. I'll wait for it to get cheaper. And this is the new release of this week, Minions, Rise of Gru. I don't know, they put all these horrible stickers over them. Not that it's not on the slip, because that's completely ruined that if it is. Got some Red Sonja there, Northman. And here's another Flash Blu-ray for £7. Armageddon. It must be one of these spin-offs from the series, or when they hook up with the other DC series. I don't know, maybe it's one of them. Yeah, same old stuff. I got Top Gun on Blu-ray there for £7. Got a few games here. You've released FIFA 23, 53. How much? Don't know if there's anything else there. You can get FIFA on the Switch for 31. And yeah, before I leave Asda here, I've seen this magazine. This is about $7.99. Get Ultimate Guide to Zombies. That's pretty cool. The guide says zombie movies and something on The Walking Dead there. Looks quite fun. Looks quite expensive. Okay, so we're out of Wythenshawe now. I did get a few pickups in CEX today, but I'm not finished yet. I'm now in the town of Altrincham. There's another CEX with a couple of things I want to pick up in there, and a few charity shops. So yeah, we'll check out Altrincham and see if we can find anything else. Okay, so first up we're going to go to Sue Ryder, see if she's got anything this week. And yeah, it's pretty generic stuff again, unfortunately. We've got, what's this, Band of Brothers. This nice case for DVD for £3. I do actually own that on Blu-ray, and I've still not seen it. I've had that Blu-ray for years. Need to get onto it. We've got the 3 Back to the Future movies there on DVD. That's pretty cool. What's this one? Jurassic Film Collection. Dinosaur Island, Dino Time, My Pet Dinosaur. Okay. It's £1.25, but that's sealed. Not heard of any of them. Looking down here, we've got loads of these Bad Samaritans. I don't know what that's about. We've got the Snowman there and the Snow Dog. Love the Snowman films. And someone seems to have given in a load of Avengers VHSs. That's bizarre. Some more Bad Samaritan again. And what's this one we're seeing here? All Creatures Great and Small there. I think that's half a series. Is that, what's that? Office season 6, is that? And yeah, there's not much. We've got a film here, The Night Eats the World. Was that a zombie movie? I don't know. 28 Days Later Meets Shaun of the Dead. Never heard of that one. Comment down below, guys, if you've heard of that one. We'll leave that there. And we're going into a second Bernardo's now, see if they've got anything. And these are 5 for £1, DVDs and Blu-rays, not Disney though. And the first thing I'm seeing is classic from the 80s here. We've got Time Bandits, Anchor Bay release on DVD, love that film. And also we've got The Boogeyman, one of the producers of The Grudge. Don't know if that's any good. Got some Face Off there, Scarface. Just moving down a little bit. Is there anything on the shelf stands out? Oh, here we go. Phoenix Nights, Series 1 and 2. that might be going to CEX maybe. I've got a few kids titles down the bottom. Nothing special on the Blu-rays. Pretty generic stuff. Got the Incredibles there. I always preferred the second Incredibles film, funny enough. I'm never a massive fan of the original. This is when I go into space. There we go, with the other Muppets. And now we're going to move into Age UK, and I've spotted 3 sealed copies of Tenet on 4K, £3 each. That's probably the first 4K I've seen in a charity shop. That's crazy. Got some Sex and the City there. But yeah, 3 sealed. I don't. What are they doing in a charity shop? That's bizarre. And Doomsday. And I go to the loo. And we're going into the second CEX here in Altrincham now. And the first thing I'm seeing is we've got the Alien Anthology there for £8. Blu-ray, that's pretty cool. We've got 4mm film collection of American Pie. Got the African Queen there. What's this? Is this a 4K? This is a 4K of Battle Royale. Arrow release. That's pretty cool. I spot a lot of titles in this CEX. I actually traded in myself every time I go in. We've got a DC box set in 4K. I think that's animated. Don't see anything really down there. Eternals. Oh, we've got someone's traded Elvis in already. It's yeah, £12.
It's on there, so if you lose the receipt, it's saved under the postcode.
Anything else?
Yeah, it's 150 please. I'm part of that.
Moving up to the next shelf. Got some Ghostbusters there, Godzilla. What's that? Hammer Horror. And we've got The Hills of Eyes and The Hills of Eyes Part 2. It's pretty cool. And there is, yeah, I hate that movie.
That's great. Thank you very much.
I'll patch on the original. Indiana Jones there. I think we've got the 4K. Yeah, we've got 4K there as well, Indiana Jones. Let's see how much that was. Season 1 of the greatest TV show of all time, Lost. Absolutely adore Lost. Always will. And we've got a Peacemaker here for £18. Do need to get onto this series. This might possibly be a pickup today. And we've got postal strikes at the moment, so everyone needs to phone old Kevin Costner here, the postman. He'll be able to sort us out. And here we have, yep, it's Spaceballs, the Blu-ray. There you go. And we're back home again, and it's been a good day. Yeah, I've actually got 14 pickups, majority from CEX. I think I said earlier, I had some stuff to trade in. I've always got vouchers at the moment, and it's just a case of finding stuff I want to pick up. And yeah, I got a few things in both CEXs that I went to, and I'll go through them now. So I'll go through the first CEX I went to first, in Wythenshawe. First thing I picked up is a Criterion. Now this is actually going to be the second Criterion I've got in my collection, and it's Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, this was £12. I'm pretty sure I've seen this back in the day. I say that about a lot of films, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I have seen this. I've definitely seen the Living Dead film. I know this is from, obviously, George A. Romero. It's from 1968, and it's in black and white. That's why it definitely rings a bell. I've seen a horror zombie sort of movie in black and white, so it's got to have been this one. But yeah, looking forward to watching that again. I will watch that this month, with it being obviously October horror Halloween month. So yeah, that's Night of the Living Dead. So happy to add that to the collection. Speaking of horror, next one I picked up is a movie that I watched for the first time last year, and this is a remake. And I wouldn't normally be bothered about remakes. I don't think there's a lot that a lot out there that are really any good, bar for a few, and this is probably one of the few. I watched this for the first time last year, and it's the Evil Dead remake. Really enjoyed this last year. I thought it was a great film and a great remake. I do own the original films only on DVD actually. I do need to upgrade them at some point, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It was £4, so I thought I'd add it to the collection. I think it was on a DVD that I watched it last year that I don't own anymore. I've probably just given away since, but yeah, so happy to upgrade that one. Next film I picked up is a time travel film. This is one of my favourite time travel films of recent years that I do really enjoy. And it was £2, and it's Hot Tub Time Machine. With John Cusack. Yeah, I like this movie. It's a fun movie. It's obviously set in the 80s as well, when they kind of go back in time to the 80s and sort of live their lives again, try and live their lives again as kids, as sort of teenagers. And I just have a lot of fun with this film. I just really enjoy it. Sequel, not so much. I hate the sequel, I'll be honest. I thought it was garbage, but this one I just love it. It's got Chevy Chase in there as a bit of a cameo, and also Crispin Glover with quite a funny sort of recurring part that he has in the film. But yeah, bit of fun, good time travel movie, and it's just £2, so happy to add that to the collection. Quite hefty this as well. I think it's got one of them old, yeah, it's got one of those old digital copies on a disc in there. So next film is a film from, I think it's 1990, 1991, something like that. 1991. And despite the fact I've probably owned this on DVD for years, I've never seen this movie. I've never got around to watching it. And it's Backdraft with Kurt Russell. And I thought, £3, I'll pick that up, and I need to get onto this. I know it's supposed to be a really good film. So yeah, happy to have Backdraft to the collection. And the final one from the first CEX picked up is a Disney movie. Now, I'm slowly picking up Disney movies on Blu-ray. I still probably need, I reckon, probably half of them, to be fair. But I didn't have this one, and it was just £3, and it's Sword in the Stone. Yes, it's a great one. Proper old school Disney. The 50th anniversary edition this is, and what number was it? It was number 18. Of the Disney classics, but yeah, I say I own this on DVD, but I want to get an upgrade. I'll be honest, when I picked this up, I was like, do we have this one? I'm not 100%, but I've checked since, and yeah, I don't have this one, so yeah, happy to add that to the collection. And I say that was the first CEX, that was in Wythenshawe. I went in a couple of charity shops there, but there wasn't really anything decent in there, anything I wanted to pick up. I went in Asda, had a little look as well. Seen this week's new release, which I think was the new Minions film, which is not something I'm too fussed about, at least not full price anyway. So yeah, I went on to Altrincham then, and before I went to CEX, I went in a couple of charity shops, and I found a Bernardo's. It was £5 for £1. Now, there was one title in there that made me sort of want to do the deal, and it was basically I found Phoenix Nights sort of box set of series 1 and 2, and it goes for trading for £5 at CEX. So I thought, oh, I'll pick that up, and yeah, I took that to CEX, and I'll tell you shortly what happened there. But in the meantime, the other 4 that I got to go with it was a film here starring Bridget Fonda and Jennifer Jason Leigh, and it's single white female. Single white female, sorry. Yeah, I can't remember what year this is from. Is it 92? But this is a really good sort of stalker film. It's been a long time since I've seen this, but I remember it being pretty good. And yeah, I've not seen it sort of out in a while very much, so yeah, thought I'd pick that one up. Next one I picked up is something I do actually own on Blu-ray, I don't see the DVD knocking about too often. And I'll be honest, I picked this up for someone I know and that I don't think had seen this movie, and I don't know if they own it. So if they don't, it might be winging its way to them. And it's Time Bandits. It's actually an Anchor Bay release as well. But yeah, absolutely love Time Bandits. I've got the arrow of this. But yeah, I picked up Time Bandits. Another one I don't see very often in charity shops. Next one I got is sequel to I think it was an 80s film with Eddie Murphy. I'll be honest, I've not seen the original yet. I do own it, but I've not seen it on DVD. I've not seen the original, but I picked up Professor 2, The Clumps. Maybe just give a watch to the pair of them at some point. I like Eddie Murphy. I know these are a bit hit and miss, but for 20p I'll pick it up. And the last one I got from the charity shop was a horror film. Now this is presented by Sam Raimi. I don't know. Oh, he was producer apparently, and it's also from the producers of The Grudge. It says here, and it's Boogeyman. Yeah, I just picked this up for another horror film to check out. I've not seen this one. I thought I could check it out this month again. It's only a short one, I think. 1 hour 25 minutes, so I could rattle that off pretty quickly. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that one up, and that was the 5 that I picked up in Bernardo's. So yeah, I went on to CEX then, and before I picked up obviously went to trade in the Phoenix Nights box set that I just picked up, and yeah, this is a lesson to check all the discs before you leave the charity shops. There's a big old crack in the disc, and yeah, they didn't take it, so I literally just threw that in the bin on the way out. But never mind, I had plenty of credit to pick up what I picked up. Now, the main reason I wanted to go to the CEX day as well as the Within Show one was this title, and it's a DVD with 4 movies. And another one for the horror movie collection. I have not seen these films probably since the 80s when I first watched them, and I look forward to watching them again. And it's Critters collection DVD. Don't know if these got a Blu-ray release. No, maybe one of them has, or two, maybe 1 or 2 of them have. Well, I don't know if it's in this country, but happy to pick a DVD up for a £5. I thought it was quite a good deal. But I look forward to watching these. All I remember about Critters would being one where these guys come down from space that are hunting them, I think, and they sort of take the form of sort of humans, if I remember rightly. And one's like takes the form of a centerfold, or like a Playboy or something. And he's still got like the staples in his from the magazine in his stomach or something. I've always remembered that about it. That's about it. But I don't know. It's comment down below which one that is. I'm not too sure. But yeah, you got obviously Critters 1 to 4. You got Leonardo DiCaprio in the 3rd one. So that'd be interesting. I've definitely seen the first 2. I think I'm not sure. I don't know. And whichever one the one was with the staples in the stomach. If that's one of those, I don't know. Or even with 3, I don't know. But yeah, that's Critters collection. And the rest are Blu-rays that I picked up. First one I got is an Arrow title, and I do own the first of these movies on Arrow and Blu-ray, and it's Hills of Eyes Part 2. Yeah, I've seen the Hills of Eyes a long time ago. I've not seen this one, but it was only a £5, and I thought that's not a bad price to pick up the next one. And again, another one for October to watch the old horror movies. So yeah, happy to pick that up. Next one I picked up is the movie spin-off of a series I found in charity shop the other week, which was Firefly. And I've been looking to pick this movie up on Blu-ray since I got Firefly, and it's Serenity, and this was just £2.50. I'm happy to pay that. Probably wouldn't have paid any more, but yeah, happy to pay £2.50 for it. And yeah, look forward to watching that again. I'll have to give Firefly a complete rewatch, then rewatch this. So yeah, that's Serenity. The next one I got is another film from the 90s. I think it's 95. Again, one that I've owned on DVD for years, and I've never watched this film. I think I've started to watch it a couple of times, but I don't know whether I got interrupted or something. But yeah, I just never finished it, and this was just £3. I know you can get like an Arrow edition of this, but for £3 I'll pick it up. And it's Waterworld with Kevin Costner. Yeah, I know this was like a flop when it came out. Well, it just looks like Mad Max on water. It looks fun. I don't know why I've just not stuck with it and just not watched it by now. But yeah, £3. I'll add it to the collection and I'll get it watched eventually. And the final thing I picked up from CEX today was a DC series that I think I've seen maybe the first episode. I can't remember if it was on streaming or somewhere I've seen the first episode. I've seen the intro to this. The beginning of it is awesome. And this is basically a spin-off from the Suicide Squad, starring John Cena, and it's the Peacemaker. This was £18. It's quite a new release, but again, only using vouchers, so I'm happy to pay that. And yeah, I want to get watching this as soon as, because I think I watched the first episode, like I said, a while back, and it was quality. And yeah, happy to add that to the collection, to the DC and sort of superhero collection I've got. So yeah, that's cool. Okay, so that's Peacemaker, and that is all the pickups for today. Yeah, a bit gutted about the Phoenix Knights fiasco, but that's it. That's a lesson learned. But never mind. But it shows you can find stuff out on the hunt, and then if you're near a CEX, get it traded in if it's worth it. I've done it with a few titles over the years. I remember getting a game once for £1, and then straight up the other end of town to CEX and trade it in for about £8 or £9 at the time. Done it a few times, so it just happens to be better if you've got a disc that's in one piece. But anyway, never mind. Yeah, so comment down below if you've seen any of these films. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and ring the bell for more videos like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.